It's playtime with the Sleepy Boys.
Did you just fill Jasmine on something she'd not known about?
Did you not know about this?
No.
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry.
Reddit Museum of Filth.
Oh, it's horrible.
Apparently, people are
It's
investing
horrible.
in the Queen Elizabeth exclusive Barbie dolls that they're making now, and also mason jars.
Oh no.
So
anyways, there's this very infamous post on the internet of this man who has a mason jar with a My Little Pony figurine in there, and he comes in it constantly and then seals up the jar.
it gets
And
better. This
just-
is a second jar because the first one he left on the radiator, and so that pony got.
Yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
the smell. Oh, gross.
Oh,
It's like the shittiest beehive you've ever heard of.
so
Also,
Yeah,
he had to make the second one because the radiator boiled the first batch, right? Or did I
Whatever
just disassociate really hard?
yeah, I do. But my favorite part is, where did all the bronies go? Like,
COVID killed him.
yeah, they were everywhere, and then now all of a sudden they were nowhere. It was kind of like, it's kind of like what
Because-
happens.
They
Because
became
they had
hipsters
Friendship
of
is
the early
Magic.
2000s.
Friendship is Magic was such a good show, and then it went away for a while, and then they brought back this new generation where there's like years and years and years and years later, and nothing to do with the original.
And now everybody's miserable.
Yeah,
Well, also like
literally, that's how it starts.
Oh no, I was talking about the fans,
Oh.
not that, but that's sad too.
I'm not here to ask about the show lore. I'm asking about the once proud race of people known as bronies.
Yeah, you just heard about it.
they
Brian.
they
You
they
know
turned
it's
into
listened
Steven
to women.
Universe fans.
I gave that show a legitimate chance, and it just definitely it felt Tumblr. Like, it just felt.
Steven
What?
Universe did.
The fuck
Oh,
does
yeah.
that mean? It felt Tumblr?
You know,
You know that.
No.
it feels Tumblr.
It feels Tumblr.
everyone
Why
knows.
are y'all saying this like you know what it means? What the fuck are you saying?
Brandon,
My
Brandon.
Tumblr
It was-
is filled with booties and boobies, so that
Not
sounds like
anymore,
a
it's not, because it
Yeah.
got rid of that.
They got rid of
stuff.
all the fun
Oh,
parts of
shoot.
Tumblr.
No,
Obviously, I
what
don't
I'm
do the
talking about-
social media too much.
No, I'm talking about the like, it was just basically a whole lot of crying and singing.
Yeah,
And when they weren't singing, they would have some kind of emotional reveal, and they would cry.
and also there was a
Basically,
lot of forced gay. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm here for support. Like for
Wow, Mark,
for gay.
you're coming after the woke community.
Actually, I am coming after the woke community because, like, sometimes we don't need wokeism and everything. I watched the first episode of the new Velma series. That show can go fuck itself.
I'll do you- I
Elon
will
Musk,
do-
you
I-
can settle down.
I'll do you one better, Mark. Chris and I watched both episodes because we heard it was really bad, and I was like, "There's no way it's that bad. There's no way." And Chris and I both watched in horror. Like, it's not the woke stuff that bothered me, but it is part of the problem. My problem is how meta that show wants to be and how funny it thinks it's being for being that meta. Meanwhile, the kind of meta culture of TV shows really died off with Rick and Morty like 10 years ago.
When you have a TV show, an animated TV show targeted at adults, and one of the biggest jokes in the series targets adults who still watch cartoons, you're not doing it right.
Oh yeah, 420. Isn't that code for adults that still watch cartoons?
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, no, fuck
You know,
yourself.
the
That's
show
an
is bad on
actual
purpose,
line
right?
of dialogue that it said in the show.
Look, any show
You're,
that's bad just to be bad and make fun of the target audience is
I
not doing it
honest
right.
God watched that show and I felt like the people who wrote the show actively hate those.
They do. You're not even, in today's economic system, you're an end user. You're not a consumer of the product. What they have slashed like the animation budget industry so much, and so I'm pretty sure. Now, this is a conspiracy theory. You know those woke beard dudes? I mean, anti-woke beard dudes that talk about how woke everything is. They get in their trucks. Well, I think they are hired by the same.
Joe Brogan fans.
Yeah. I think those people are actually part because new media is the internet, so they deliberately create bad content that people bitch about. So then people go on to like the Quartering or whatever fucking weird conservatard show and just like bitch about it, but they're all owned by the same company to sell you bullshit. Like you're not the cartoon's not the end product. It's the people who have the shows about the shows that are getting all the clicks off of this shit.
He makes a good point.
It's not wrong. I will say, so one of my biggest problem, the show was okay. Mark, you only watched the first episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not one of those that's going to be like, oh, it gets so good in like the 13th episode, you should watch the whole series. If I'm not impressed by the first episode, I don't watch the rest of it.
Here's what I will say, a positive takeaway about the show that I did enjoy.
Does it have representation?
It does have representation, but it's one of those that I'm like, I get that we have representation for, but I've never seen representation so underutilized.
What I am saying is,
what did you want Shaggy to just drop the N-word?
No, but I do want you to have a more open take than what you said about poor comedian Margaret Cho.
Stop this. First, Jesus. No, my problem really with the show is
stop Asian hate.
Everybody is horrible. Well, nobody is a good or enjoyable person.
It's got Glenn Howerton in it. Of course, every character is going to be horrible. Haven't you seen any other show with Glenn Howerton in it?
I don't know.
That's it's Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
Oh. Anyways, first my positive I will say about the show. I think the animation is gorgeous. Ugh. I really do enjoy the animation, and especially when Velma is having her anxiety attacks, the animation style changes, and I really like that.
Of course, a woke character also has some bullshit emotional shit.
Wow. Holy shit, dude.
First of all, nobody has anxiety. It's all fluoride in the water.
Brian, go fuck yourself.
Anxiety is literally a fabrication of the liberal media to sell more plushies. Somewhere in the late 90s, they stopped selling stuffed animals.
That's why Beanie Babies. They're like, God, fuck, we're not selling enough
stuffed animals.
We're not selling enough Beanie Babies. What if we came up with a disease?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Fuck!
I know you're fucking around, but there's some fucking idiot out there that's gonna be like, this man's speaking the truth. He finally gets it.
Oh, so we'll finally get the Republican bid for our show.
I'm planning on becoming...
Before you know it, Brian's gonna say some dumb, ignorant bullshit, joking around, and then before you know it, what's that fucking dumb bitch's name that pushes all the anti-vax shit?
Wendy Williams?
No.
See that tequila?
Yeah, she's blonde.
I hate her.
Jenna McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Jenna McCarthy.
I didn't know Jasmine was still there.
She's on the floor.
I had to zoom in on you.
Your women belong.
She's
Brandon, you sexist? Making your wife sit on the floor in front of your friends? What's wrong with you?
It does sound like a very Logan Paul thing to do to somebody, doesn't it?
Oh, whoa, yeah. Brian! I found an abandoned city.
Oh, good job! It's
this is a post.
It's like your soul.
It's our fandom. It's empty. It's really sad when our entire fandom can fit into one bedroom in Ohio.
I think it can fit into more than that.
Look, I mean, this abandoned city does look like Ohio.
Yeah, that's a good point.
True.
No,
a lot of nothing.
Yeah,
but as you were saying, no, my plan is to actually start a movement where I'm going to become a World War II denier.
You know what? You, as a white man, should be careful about saying anything about starting a movement.
It's going to be like, the World War II never happened.
Oh,
I-
Jesus.
I made a movement this morning.
I just want to
How was
say,
it?
I want to make the
It was
next.
soft.
Angel with the important questions. How was your movement, Mark?
I want to
was
make
very
the next dumb conspiracy, and I want it to go so out of control, and I want it to ruin people's lives and careers.
Your
I
movement
think
should
you're
not
just
be like that in the morning.
I think you're just talking about MAGA heads.
We've been talking about starting our own Anon for a long time.
I'm
are we-
not doing that.
When are we kicking off Sleepy Anon?
No,
First of all,
no.
you have to start Sleepy Chan, and first of all, you have to do something like
And let's
getting-
be honest, if we start a Sleepy Chan anything, we're going to call it Chris Chan.
once again, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna tell you.
I've
as-
already
I
gone
do.
down
I
that rabbit
love-
hole.
Mark and I go down the Chris Chan rabbit hole any chance we get.
Any
I'm
Chan
gonna tell
we
you right
get.
now. I've been comparing
Any
him.
Chan we get.
Any Chris chance we get.
I was gonna say Christian.
No, there is a.
I'm working on it.
Oh, you fucking bitch!
Brian, Mike, you can't say that.
It's
Uh,
a sickness in this household. Everybody says it.
I love the journey.
Brandon,
of-
have you done the dishes yet? I'm working on it.
I have
I'm working
area to
on
take
it.
for that.
Oh no! So he's in prison. My
Hey-
boy MC Smokey has been, reading his letters.
MC Smokey.
It's another just shit bro who covers his prison letters, and so yeah. How famous are
just
you?
imagine-
How
I just
famous are
imagine-
you? No matter how good you are at the guitar, no matter how many open mics you do, no matter how many albums you sell over SoundCloud, you will never be as famous as Chris Chan.
You know what? There is a certain level of fame and infamy that I'm all right with not crossing, and that's one of them.
What, fucking your mom?
Well, I mean, that's true.
My
but, you know,
dementia-ridden mom.
That's where
Well,
you
it
draw the
just worked out.
line?
she used to throw a fit if he doesn't sleep in the bed with her. Like, there was still some weird fuckery in that household relationship. She blackmailed him because he wanted to go to a brony convention. So it's like this guy
Who
had.
said this?
Have you not watched the 70-part documentary by Geno Samuel, or at least the 4-part documentary from Gamers from Mars? Or
I
maybe-
watched I watched part of the 4-part. I didn't watch the 70-part one because I have not gone through a divorce. So
Oh.
doing pretty good there.
What the fuck,
my favorite
man?
is my favorite still is once again there's anti-Christians out there. Like, there's a guy named who was also bullied by 4chan,
Oh
who
god.
overcame his mental illness, has a very positive outlook of life. There's other internet weirdos that took the right pill, but every chance,
Every Chan.
every Chan. My favorite still was the guy who ran Kiwi Farms. I think his name is Joshua Moon. He was helping him with his Kickstarter, Patreon art thing, and before all the mom stuff dropped, to help him fundraise his trip to this brony convention.
It's a weird
Where-
fucking thing to say. You know, when all the mom stuff dropped.
Yeah, the latest drama before the prison saga. All right.
When he got mom-tooed?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no.
My
Mark.
favorite is the guy who ran the Kiwi
Fuck.
Farms. He's
Brian,
hey, listen.
Brian, you're going to be really upset.
Hashtag mom too.
I dropped my spear. I can't see it.
You really are the biggest idiot in the wasteland, and I really
This
hope
is
that you
so
find the water.
stupid.
You know what? I know where you can get another spear.
Yeah?
You
Bend
know where to
over,
get that
I'll
other
show ya.
spear.
Oh
Come
look,
on.
there's a rat.
There's a lot of dead rats.
Yeah, don't worry about the rats. We dealt with it in the first episode.
Oh, this is
No,
Vault 15.
Yeah. No, my favorite part was Isabella Jank, where there was secret agents conspiring against this brony because he had a weird, insane stalker that they were trying to protect him from. It's
Okay.
really a magical. All right, so there's Jacob Sockness, who became the Chris Chan stalker, and
Hell of a thing to be known for.
dude, it's so awesome because
I mean,
Chris
it's
Chan.
no worse than Monica Lewinsky being known as
Yeah.
the guy that sucked.
Oh, did
Bill
Monica
Clinton's
Lewinsky
dick.
believe that she was an evil god of death and destruction?
I
And
wouldn't be
that-
surprised if she did.
I'm sure some Democrats thought she was.
But very 90s humor of you.
Thank you.
All right, Dennis Miller. We'll
Oh man, speaking of a comedian that went off the deep end.
I mean,
Michelle Cho.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
No.
can we not?
You leave Margaret Cho out of this.
First of all, you should be the one leaving Margaret Cho out of this after all those hurtful things you said about her.
Oh, I still don't know who the fuck Margaret Cho is.
She was a very talented woman, and apparently, if you paid attention to the podcast, yeah,
Are you on your
unfortunately,
IMDb page right now?
I don't know. I just know this.
they just know this, and that Brandon has some like very strong feelings about her and her brand of comedy. And
I don't know why I'm being attacked tonight.
because
It can't always be me that gets attacked.
Why does anybody have to be attacked? We can just have a nice get together like a family.
have you not heard any of these fucking episodes? Like, what show are you on?
I unfortunately have heard a lot of them.
The Happy Boys Nice Hour? We're sleepy. We're tired. We're grumpy. We should be called the Grumpy Boys.
Nothing,
games.
nothing
We
was
should do-
worse.
I
Oh,
know,
no.
like,
Games
everyone called
and
the Happy
Grumpy.
Boys.
We should call ourselves the Game Grumps. That should be our title.
That'll be good. You know what? The way things are going for them right now, I think that a name might be available soon.
First of all, you leave
Are
Dan
things going out? What's going
out
on?
of this.
Dan's going through some shit.
First
Is
of
it
all, if
still
you're
the
famous in-
allegations that he was?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's
First
it's
of
still
all-
going.
First
Oh,
of all,
man.
like
Going
out of
to Reddit
like,
now.
dramas, hooking up with an 18-year-old is such a nice change of pace for internet people.
It's a really weird bar, but you're like, man, at least it wasn't another 13-year-old.
Yeah, at least there's not some creepy Discord leaked things with a teenager in high school. I mean, yeah, no, I got it. She's still 18 years old. She's still working at Starbucks and still doesn't quite know how the world works. And like her only like, like some guy that she looks up to is definitely taking advantage of it. I'm not saying it's not messed up. What I am saying is that at least
It was funny.
it's not somebody who's 16. I don't know how many like famous internet people. Have you ever like looked at the list of just like, oh man, I like these Minecraft YouTubers. Nothing bad could ever happen with Minecraft YouTubers. And then you
Nothing's
go down
ever
the-
bad going to happen with a group of guys who play Minecraft. It's such a therapeutic game, and you're like, oh no, they were grooming girls.
No.
I mean, not all of them could be nice, like that one guy that died of cancer.
Which
Oh,
one's the one who died
or,
of cancer?
Oh
Or,
god, what was his name?
Or the
Technoblade
Nostalgia
or
Critic
whatever?
and his and Channel Awesome, and then you learn about like their shenanigans, like
Oh,
Wario,
jeez.
and you're like, oh no.
And then you're like, man, a guy named Nostalgia Critic who does all the things that he does did something shady and anti-Semitic? No way.
Oh no! I can't wait till we get canceled. We're gonna get canceled.
Stop it, Brian.
So
Brian,
hard.
Brian, here's the thing about getting canceled is you have to be somebody before you can be canceled.
I mean, first of all, we all know the best way to get famous is to have an internet beef with a celebrity, like '90s comedian Margaret Cho. But
I was going to say, so when are we going to start beef with Keemstar?
first of all, you don't start with Keemstar. You start with a niche celebrity and build your way up.
like Margaret
Speaking of
Cho.
which, so I got in touch with.
We
Andy
leave
Dick.
Margaret Cho alone.
First of all, if anybody needs that advice, it was you.
Stop it, Brian.
That poor woman has gone through enough at your blood-covered hands.
Well, my hands are clean.
Okay,
My hands are clean.
I have a really hot take here. It's probably gonna make some people mad. Margaret
Oh, good. Good for you, Mark.
Margaret Cho looks like Asian Rosie O'Donnell.
You son of a bitch. We have to apologize again.
God.
Again.
What the fuck, Mark?
I just
Mark, you know
No,
you
no, no,
starved
hold on,
yourself
hold
to the
on.
point of having kidney failure because the director said the same thing to her.
it's not fair that I'm getting shit on. I literally Googled Margaret Cho. First thing that pops up is a picture of her and Rosie O'Donnell together. Like, not like
Way to pull up Brandon there, Mark. You just branded up this whole podcast.
and I'm just like, oh, okay. They kind of look the same. And like,
You know, We are trying to undo the damage that Brandon said with his hurtful remarks, and your solution was to do more hurtful remarks.
Look, Rosie O'Donnell is a
I
lovely woman.
am a saint.
That
Oh
ain't
my
true.
God. I am so sorry that your public apology thing got hijacked by Brandon and his felonious remarks.
Look, just
Felonious.
take a look at the
listen.
picture I just sent you. Just take a look at the picture I sent you, please.
I'm not going to engage in your 4chan-esque behavior.
It sounds
Sleepy
like the fire
boys.
swamp.
Sleepy boys canceled.
Continue.